'Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a fucking freak like me.
It had been a while since Goku and Z Fighters defeated Moro the Planet Eater. Months after that, the gods had a meeting which was only done in situation of great importance, and this was it. The survival of all the universes fell on two mortals, one of which had great influence on decisions of Omni King, just like the Tournament of Power.
This Saiyan God Goku can prove to be dangerous for us in future. Worst cases could occur due to this mortal. Stupid or not, Zeno-sama would listen to what he says, and his friend Vegeta is always against us gods.
Other gods agreed with Belmont, but suddenly Grand Priest came to them. All gods got scared seeing him.
No need to be scared. In fact, I was thinking the same thing from quite a while now. Goku has achieved mastered Ultra Instinct, and there seems to be no sign of him being on his limit. On top of it, the same goes for Vegeta. Beerus has even taught him Ultra Ego. If this continues, they will not only kill the gods, but also angels.
Vase interrupts and says,
But Father, Goku is very kind. He won't ever do anything like that. And as for Vegeta, he doesn't seem to have any interest with us gods. He only want to be at the same level as Goku.
That's enough, Vase. You have already said too much. You should understand how dangerous this situation is. Vase, I understand. You have been training them for quite a while now. So you are attached to them, but just think, whenever those two transform, their personality changes. Who knows, if they get some new power, what will happen?
Maybe you're right, Father.
So are you suggesting we kill them? No, we can't do that. If his ki disappears, Lord Zeno-sama will come to know what happened. So we have to think of something else.
Father, maybe we should lock them in angelic time chamber. And when Lord Zeno-sama asks about Goku, we tell him that he's training with Vegeta in time chamber.
Good idea, Margarita. We'll do just that. Vase, I entrust you with this task.
Of course, Father. I'll do just as you say.
And hence the meeting of gods ended. All gods returned to their universes. Goku and Vegeta were training on Beerus' planet. Quite a while has passed since Whis and Beerus left for God's meeting. When they arrive, Whis offers Goku and Vegeta to train in angelic time chamber.
Goku, Vegeta, why don't you train in angelic time chamber to improve your abilities?
That would be awesome, Whis. We can even go all out without worrying to destroy our surroundings.
If I can fight Kakarot and see who's more stronger, I'll go anywhere. Whis, what's going on here?
Oh, it's you, Lord Beerus. It's nothing. Whis was just offering us to train in angelic time chamber.
Good for you. And at least, now I won't be disturbed while sleeping, and the plan can be easily executed.
What's that face for Lord Beerus?
Nothing. Do whatever you want, just don't disturb me.
So do you guys want to go now?
Yay, why not?
Just do it fast. I want to defeat this clown as soon as possible and claim the title of strongest mortal.
I won't be losing to you that easily, Vegeta.
Okay, now, you both just go for it.
And so Goku and Vegeta enters the angelic time chamber without knowing that they are trapped. Goku and Vegeta decides to start fighting.
Let's do this, Vegeta.
You bet Kakarot. Get ready to lose.
They start fist clashing, and goes on it for a while. Then Goku uses his Kamehameha and Vegeta uses his Gallic Gun. Both attack hits each other and gets dispersed. Both of them then transforms into Blue Super Saiyan, but there seems no power difference. So Goku uses his Blue Kaioken to its max and Vegeta uses his Blue Evolve. The fight goes on for a while. They were enjoying it. After some time passed, they finally decided to use their maximum power. Goku uses his mastered Ultra Instinct to its fullest and Vegeta uses his Ultra Ego to its fullest. Both of them uses their most powerful attack. Goku uses his Kamehameha and Vegeta uses his Final Flash infused with Hawkeye energy. Their attack were powerful enough to destroy a universe easily. When their attacks hits with each other, a bright light is generated. The light was bright enough to even blind deity. They were struggling to overtake each other's attack. This fight converted into a wave battle. After struggling for a long time, the match ended in a tie. They were out of energy and exhausted. They started asking Whis to bring them out of the time chamber, but there was no response. Just so you all know, this was angelic time chamber, so it supports life to live on there for a long time without having a meal. So now back to story. After getting no response, Vegeta starts to get suspicions on Whis and Beerus.
Why isn't Whis letting us out? Has he betrayed us? This is odd. Now that I think, why did he suddenly offered us to train here just after coming from the gods' meeting?
Don't worry, Vegeta. This might be part of our training. Whis will let us out when it's time.
If you say so, Kakarot.
They slowly recovered and started sparring again. 3 years has passed inside time chamber since any response from Whis, so both realized that what Vegeta said was right and wise, and Beerus betrayed them.
Why did they do this to us? They could have at least said something.
It doesn't matter now, Kakarot. When I get out of here, I will kill them.
I'm with you, Vegeta. They will pay for what they did.
The kind Goku and Vegeta had a great personality change after knowing that they were betrayed by those who they considered their friend. In the real world, only 3 hours has passed. Beerus and Whis were watching them from his staff, but they didn't care about their hatred towards them, and got bored of seeing them, thinking,
What can they even do to us? In some days millennia will pass through. And time chamber's ability to keep them alive won't work. They will need food. It only decreases necessity of meal to survive. It won't hold them longer than a month or 2. I should inform Father that our plan was successful. Lord Beerus, I shall take my leave to inform Father of this information.
Very well, Whis, then maybe I'll sleep for a year or 2.
Oh my lord, you shouldn't slept that long now that Goku and Vegeta are gone.
Don't worry, if anything do happens, I will wake up.
As you wish, my lord.
and so Whis leaves to meet Grand Priest. Back on planet Earth, everyone was deciding for a gift for Trunks' birthday party. Gohan and Piccolo decided to train after seeing how weak they were during Moro incident. Gohan managed to learn to fuse his mystic form with his Super Saiyan 2, which made him a lot stronger, and Piccolo came to know about named God who created Super Dragon Balls and decided to get God Kita so that he can hold his own against new danger that comes. Trunks was excited for his birthday and was training with Goten. Both wanted to reach Super Saiyan 3 so they could surprise their fathers. A month passed, but for Goku and Vegeta over 1,000 years passed. They perfected their Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. While fighting each other for over 1,000 years, they were lost in Time Chamber and weren't visible on Whis staff anymore. So Wise and Beerus thought they were dead and informed Grand Priest. Grand Priest and all gods were very happy to hear about hearing that Goku and Vegeta died, but little did they know. Goku and Vegeta were still fighting with each other, trying to reach new height to kill all those gods and angels, but they were finally starting to feel hungry and little weak. They didn't know how long they could last.
Kakarot, do you also feel hungry and weak?
Yes, Vegeta.
Damn it, the chamber is almost at its limit to keep us alive.
Vegeta, we need to raise our power more quickly, so that we can destroy this chamber and get out. Our current power isn't enough.
Yes, Kakarot, we will most likely be able to stay alive for another 400 years. We need to do something quickly.
Maybe 400 years will be enough to get that power.
I wish you were right, Kakarot.
No one had seen both Goku and Vegeta for a month now, and Trunks' birthday was coming in few days, so Bulma contacted Whis to ask about them, but Whis didn't tell her anything. In fact, Beerus, after getting frustrated, warned them to not contact them again. Bulma and everyone started to get suspicious of the situation and decided to use Dragon Balls. They used Dragon Balls. Sky turned black, climate changed. The dragon had more power than ever before due to Tend upgrading them. They asked the dragon about where Goku and Vegeta are. They came to know that they are lost and locked in angelic time chamber. They were shocked to hear what Shenron told them, and asked how this happened. Shenron told them everything about God's meeting. Their third wish was to know about how much longer they can last in chamber, and came to know only 10 to 13 days were left for them to live without food and water. And so after giving them all these information, Shenron took his leave. Everyone was in a panic, but Tend advised them to use named Dragon Balls to make both of them immortal so they can stay alive. Gohan and Piccolo decided to go to planet Namek. Bulma prepared a spaceship for them. They left for Namek the next day. Meanwhile, in Time Chamber, something odd was happening. Goku and Vegeta were doing wave battle and produced tremendous amount of energy, which was too much for Time Chamber to handle, so it started shaking but wasn't destroyed. Goku and Vegeta were out of energy yet again. They try the same thing to destroy the Time Chamber, but it wasn't enough. They needed more power. Suddenly Goku had the idea of using fusion, but Vegeta wasn't ready to do that. It took Goku 2 days to make him get ready to fuse with him. But when they fused and tried to use even 50% of their power, they got unfused. The power was too much to handle for fusion. They could only use their full power in Vegeta form by using Potara. 9 days passed in real world. Gohan and Piccolo reached on planet Namek. Goku and Vegeta were too weak and were unable to move anymore, so they decided to use meditation training like Gyre. Meanwhile, Gohan and Piccolo started to search for Dragon Balls, and it took them only a day. Due to their training, their speed was incredibly increased. They summoned Porunga and asked if he could teleport Goku and Vegeta in front of them, but it wasn't possible for him to do so. They decided to ask to make them a model. Porunga granted their wish and the Dragon Balls scattered. All weakness that Goku and Vegeta were feeling was gone. They didn't need food and water anymore. They survived, but decided to raise their power. See what happens next on Anime Theories. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss any upcoming stories or parts.